Okay, so let's look at Polkadot. This is one of my favorite altcoins. And what I'm going to do is mark out the highs and also the lows. Now, in my opinion, these are two very significant levels for price. As you can see right now, we're bouncing off these lows. So I think Polkadot is a very good buy right now. This is when you want to be paying attention. When price is bouncing off the lows, it's very undervalued. Because if we push back up to these highs, you're going to make some massive gains if you're buying down here when nobody's talking about Polkadot. Because everybody up here was talking about Polkadot. Even during these peaks when we had, 3 or 4x runs in a matter of months, people were buying up here. But you don't want to be buying up here. You want to be buying down here when things are just absolutely in the dirt. But something I wanted to point out is if we drop down to the weekly time frame, we can see that recently over the past few months, Polkadot's just been in this descending wedge, and it's been forming these lower highs, and also, if I can draw this correctly, we've got lower lows too. So it's a pretty clean wedge that it's been forming, and in my opinion, this is one of the best setups I've ever seen in an altcoin. And it just so happens to be my favorite coin, so that's pretty nice. But if we look at this trend line from here, from the top coming down, we've tapped off it 4 or 5 times now. So this resistance is getting weaker. As you can see, I believe it tried breaking out right here. I thought it actually did, because if we zoom into the daily, it looks pretty clean and it broke out. So maybe it's retesting right now. I don't like looking at the smaller time frames, but this could be valid. If we go back to the weekly and we pull up the RSI, you can see this thing is very oversold. The first time it's ever entered the oversold territory. So I think this is another reason why Polkadot is a great buy. It's extremely undervalued. And one more thing I wanted to point out is something I've always shown. This is the Polkadot to Bitcoin ratio chart. As you can see, we've been forming these lower lows and lower highs for several years now. I mean, that's obvious. We haven't had any type of alt season this time around, so it makes sense it's been doing this. But if we go to the RSI, this is a crazy setup that I've been seeing. Maybe the 2-week looks a little better. Yeah. We have a crazy bullish divergence that's been forming. So we have higher lows on the RSI 1, 2, 3 times in a row. And then on the price, we have lower lows. So when there's lower lows on the price and higher lows on the RSI, it shows us that momentum is switching. So I really do believe this downtrend we've been in for several years now is about to break out. Because you better believe that once Bitcoin starts to make a massive parabolic move to the upside and we get a real altcoin season, charts like this are most definitely going to break out, because we have not seen a true alt season in the past 4 or 5 years. So that's why charts like this have not broken out. Yes, we've had certain altcoins that have done very well, but your average coin has just been stuck in a downtrend against Bitcoin for the past several years. That's because we haven't had an actual alt season. But as I was saying before, I believe that's coming. We have liquidity entering the market, and as Bitcoin makes its final move to the upside to $200,000 plus in 2027, I think coins like Polkadot are going to at least reach their all-time highs. If this coin goes back up to its all-time highs, I mean, that's like, look at that, 3,500% from where it's at now. So that's like a 30x. Yeah, I think a lot of altcoins right now have easily 20 to 30x possibilities over the next year or two, because they're so oversold right now. Not financial advice, but I am most definitely loading up on more Polkadot right now.